you've been very, very outspoken since the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Can you speak to just this radical Supreme Court and the efforts that you're doing since Roe's been overturned to let Americans know what's happening?
Well, I think that a lot of people didn't think that was going to happen, even when the court documents were leaked. I remember talking with a friend and he was like, no, they're never going to overturn Roe v. Wade. I'm like, it's already out there. It's happening. Like, these documents were leaked. It's a done deal. Yeah. And the denial, I think, was just so, I think that's the whole problem. People are not willing to deal with the reality at face value. Like, we're in a situation, of course, this was the lead up. Like, you can ask these justices any questions you want before they get sworn in, and they're going to say whatever they need to say to get that position. And we weren't in a position to block them anyway, because we're not acting like Mitch McConnell, which is, something to also consider for the Democratic Party. We act like fish sometimes. It's just like, come on, you're fighting with a bunch of lunatics. So let's start acting like lunatics also, to some degree, at least, at the very minimum. And so I think it was an education. What happened in Kansas was really kind of, okay, because those are Republican women also voting, saying, no, we want our daughters to be able to have safe abortions. No one's ever going to stop having abortions in this country. It's a matter whether or not you're going to allow them to live through them, or they're going to have a chance to die because they couldn't, carry a baby full term, or they didn't want to have a baby full term. So it was, and I think it was also a wake up call for men in a big way, because, we've been fighting this fight for women. We just won the right to decide what we want to do with our bodies around 50 years ago. And they're sitting here taking it away from us today. And this is a fight that women have fought so much, and men can stand behind us in a passive way and say, of course, we're on your side. But it's an actual, men need to stand up and fight next to us. We can't do this by ourselves. You have to stand with us. It's in your best interest that we have access to that kind of health care as well. And, after all, men are the ones impregnating women, in case anyone forgot. Mm-hmm. That's how it happens. So it's been a very I think it's been a great wake-up call. We're going to see in the midterms. My hope is that this shakes itself out in the midterms. People are going to show up to vote because of this. And I think the Republicans understand that they may have overstepped by overturning Roe v. Wade, and why they're not moving forward so quickly on the other cases that they want to overturn. I think that is, obvious. And I think this election is a time to put the brakes on all of that. So we'll see what happens in November. But yeah, now everybody knows exactly what Donald Trump was all about. The Republican Party has been trying to overturn Roe v. Wade for decades. And they have also, it's just like Russia's been trying to infiltrate America for decades. And guess what? He got in with Donald Trump, just like he wanted to. And now it's like COVID, the disinformation, or the misinformation, I should say, all of the shit that's out there, and all of these QAnon groups and all of these conspiracy theorists and all this nonsense is Russia. And it's exactly what Hillary Clinton predicted. Yeah. So we didn't want her as president, but I guess she could be a palm reader, or she has ESP. I don't know. Maybe she has ESPN.
This November is Roevember. MeidasTouch just released its brand new collection of Roevember t-shirts and pins to let the country know what's at stake this upcoming midterm election. Go to store.meidastouch.com to grab yours. That's store.meidastouch.com.